first batch out of the oven. Okay, let's make our yeast mixture. A cup of warm milk. Probably should have heated this bowl. Cup of warm milk, a half a cup of warm water. This is just lukewarm, nothing, not hot. And 1 tablespoon of yeast. Oh, my spoon will not get in there. So I am going to use I'm gonna put it in this cup. This is a little 4th cup. And then pour it into my spoon so I can make sure I got the right amount. Because my spoon doesn't fit in this jar. And when baking, you need to be as precise as possible with your measurements, because baking's not forgiving. 1 tablespoon. Then we're gonna whisk it together and set it aside until it gets frothy. So we're gonna whisk it. If your milk is too hot or too warm, it won't work. If it's too cold, it won't work. So we're gonna sit it aside and let it get frothy and hope it does. I bought new yeast for it. Oh, look, you can see it's starting to move. Woohoo. Okay, that's that. Now we're going to do our dry goods in 1 container. So we'll be ready when all the yeast stuff is good. Now I'm going to use bread flour. I'm going to put it in this bowl, which has a scratch in the bottom of it. Oh well, ain't gonna hurt it. So I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put 4.5 cups of bread flour. And I'm going to put, let me see if you can, 4.5 cups of bread flour. And I'm just using the organic H-E-B bread flour, nothing special. But 4.5 cups of this. And flour gets everywhere when you open it. Oh well, if you're not wearing it. Okay, 4.5 cups. So I have a 1 cup here. 1 cup. Okay. 1. I'm just kind of shaking it, the excess off. 2. 3. And we need 4.5, and this is 4th. 4, all right, and then a half. And hang on, I had water in it, so let me, and I'm gonna turn the light on in my oven to help warm the oven just a tad bit, because I'm gonna set mine to rise in my oven in a bowl. And this is the 1/2 cup. Measure it a 1/2 cup. And then I need a 4th cup of sugar. So that's the 1/2 cup. Move this flour over here so I don't knock it over. Now I need a 4th cup of sugar. We don't use much sugar in our house, so it lasts forever. Well, I say that, but Bill certainly does for tea if he forgets he's diabetic. But here we go. A 4th cup. This is a 4th cup of sugar. There's a 4th cup of sugar. And then we need 1.5 tablespoons of salt. So let me get the salt. And I don't have any fancy salt. All I have is regular old table salt. It'll have to do. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Be careful with that. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna pour mine over this. There's 1 teaspoon, and now I need a half. 1.5 teaspoons. I'm trying out these rolls. We're making yeast rolls, by the way, and I'm trying out yeast rolls to see if they're going to be good. I might make fresh ones for Thanksgiving. Okay, so now we just need to whisk this together. Kind of incorporate all of the sugar, the flour, the salt, so it kind of will go into the mixture evenly. I'm not so sure our yeast mixture's doing, but it takes 5 to 10 minutes or so for all of that to go together. Okay, so now here we go. We've got the eggs that need to be whipped or mixed up a little bit, and the butter needs to be softened. Let me go soften that real quick. Mix up my eggs, and then I melted butter, but it might have got a little too hot. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you could put it hot in there. Okay, so we're supposed to pour these eggs in the mixture and the butter and mix them up. Alright, that's done. And now, after we've done that, this doesn't seem as frothy as I think it should be, but we'll see. Alright, so we're going to use the mixer. Or try to, if I can lift it. Let me see, so everybody can see. Alright, I have our flour mixture, and then I'm going to put the yeast mixture in. I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll see. Then it's supposed to be half of this. Oh Lord, did I just pour it over the side? I did. And then we're gonna mix. Now I'm wearing flour. Let's see if you guys can see what it's doing. I'm getting a spatula so we can. Wipe out that bowl. It had nothing but flour in it. very tacky bow. Let's see. It's creating a ball.
Disregard for truth and consequence. All I've done is make two people happy. No, do not underestimate the scale of your achievement. What now?
A little oil in here. How to get it out. Okay. All right. Now I don't know if what I'm doing is right, but wash my hands real good. Again. All right, I got it here. It's in the bowl. And then I have a clean towel that I'm gonna put over it. And it's gonna rise for 2 hours, but I'm gonna put it in my oven where it's a tad bit warm against the light in the back. Or near the light, not against the light, but near the light. Since it's a little bit warmer, keep the light on, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're pulling it out of the holding spot where we had it sitting in the oven next to the light. Let's see how it looks. It looks to me like it doubled, actually a little over doubled. Ooh, it did. It filled up the pan. The bowl is full. Look at this. Looks really good. Okay, let's see. We are going to mash it down. We're going to create our biscuits, or rolls, sorry. Oh, look at that. That's all they said to do. That's all I read. And then we take it out of this. Maybe I need a little bit on my fingers. My fingers don't stick. We're going to roll it onto here. Look at that, how nice. Let me see. Let me see if you guys can see what we're doing. We're going to make it in a evenly in the log. And then we're going to half the log. Okay. Alrighty. Now, then we're going to half this one. Hope I don't have too much oil in my pan. I'm gonna half that one. We're not gonna overwork it. We're just gonna, and then here's this one. About the same size. I'm gonna cut this. Okay. All right. Now it said to roll these out. I'm going to do it like this. I don't know if it's right or not, but that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. That would be 8. That's 8. Then we're going to just keep rolling it in on itself like this. Keep rolling it in, and pinching it together here. Rolling it in like that, making a little roll. Then we're going to sit it over here in this pan. And I doubt these are all going to be the same size after looking at them, but that's okay. Roll it in, roll it in. I keep tucking it in, tuck it in, tuck it in, pinch the bottom, and put it on. Do it again. I'm hoping y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making little flat, rounded tops with it. I'm gonna set it over here. All right, let me do them. Looks like I needed another pan, and I'm gonna have to get something else to put those 4 in, unless I just stick them in there. Let me see if I can just get them in this. 1, 2. Some of these are a little smaller than others. Yeah, maybe I can. I don't know. These are little smaller ones here. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to make sure I got the same sizes in the future.